Arsenal begin talks to sign Brazilian star, report. Arsenal are rumored to have begun talks with a 20-year-old talent from Brazil. The Gunners will once again be no doubt looking to refresh their squad in the summer, having done so when bringing in the likes of Eberechi Eze, Viktor Gyokeres, and Martin Zubimendi in 2025. But with Andrea Berta already working his magic behind the scenes, it seems Arsenal have stolen a march on another emerging star from South America. Arsenal want to sign 20-year-old superstar from Brazil. Arsenal's premium club-level tickets offer superb padded seating and access to the lounge 2.5 hours pre-match. The package includes 4 drinks, 1 food item, and a half-time complimentary drink. Guests also receive a £5 merchandise voucher and a complimentary museum tour, ensuring an elevated and comprehensive matchday experience for home supporters. Boasting arguably one of the strongest squads in world football at present, manager Mikel Arteta has galvanized a side that is now tipped to end their long wait for a Premier League title this season. But despite being ravaged by injuries as of late, Arsenal are still on the lookout for further avenues to explore, with one youngster now top of their list who hails from the same country as current star Gabriel Martinelli. According to TNT Sports in Brazil, Arsenal want to sign central midfielder Breno Bidon from current champions Corinthians. Transfermarkt values the 20-year-old at just €14 million, £12.1 million. Bidon played 56 times for the new Copa do Brasil winners in 2025 and ranked in the 89th percentile for successful take-ons and in the 99th percentile for pass completion when pitted against similar players outside of Europe's top 5 domestic leagues. TNT says Arsenal have been in touch with club representatives in Brazil about a possible move, but these talks are very early, and it is unknown whether the Gunners will decide to push ahead with their interest at this stage. Bidon is also being monitored by clubs in Italy and Portugal, and has a contract with Corinthians until December 2029. It is also worth noting that this is only the player's 3rd season as a professional. It remains to be seen whether Arsenal make a bold ploy for the player this month, or if this specific target is one for the summer months. Either way, Arteta has admitted his side needs reinforcements. "We're going to be really aware of the situation and the timescale of certain players," Arteta said last month. "We have to be actively looking, and then can we do it or not? That's a different story. But our job is to be always very prepared because something can happen." Arne Slot makes Arsenal and Mikel Arteta claim after Liverpool win in the FA Cup. Arne Slot claims Arsenal are only one of 2 teams who have not changed their game plan when playing Liverpool at Anfield this season. Liverpool ran out 4-1 winners at home to Barnsley on Monday night in the 3rd round of the FA Cup, but the League One side caused plenty of problems for their Premier League opposition. Speaking after his side's win, Slot praised Barnsley's approach to the FA Cup tie, but pointed out that they used a different formation for their trip to Anfield. The Liverpool manager also said that Arsenal, who lost 1-0 at Anfield in August following Dominik Szoboszlai's excellent free kick, have been one of the exceptional cases this season, as Mikel Arteta did not alter his side's playing style. "I think they, Barnsley, can be proud of themselves how they did and how difficult they made it for us. A game plan that looked very similar to a lot of teams that are coming here. How many games did we play this season? Probably around 30. I think 28 of my pre-match meetings I could just throw in the bin. I think only once or twice the team did what they did the 20 weeks before. Arsenal was one of them. They just played against us what we're used to. But Barnsley always plays a 4-3-3, and today decided to go with 5, which I can completely understand and which I would have done if I was their manager as well. But another time, a meeting that you try to show them what to expect, what they usually do, but they did something different, and by doing that, they made it really difficult for us. So compliments to their game plan and compliments to their desire they had, the willingness they had to fight for a result. For a long time they were in the game, because I think it was the 84th, something like that, when we scored the 3-1. It's a compliment to them."
Chelsea takes on Arsenal in the League Cup semi-final tonight, and the build-up to the match has been shaped by concerns over the fitness of several key players. It is a significant occasion for the Blues, who see this fixture as an opportunity to move one step closer to the final and challenge one of the strongest sides in the competition. For Liam Rosenier, the tie represents a valuable chance to demonstrate his ability to trouble top teams. He has the platform to show tactical awareness and ambition against high-level opposition, and the importance of the occasion is not lost on Chelsea. Progressing to the final would provide momentum and reinforce belief within the squad, making victory a clear priority. Arsenal's strength and expectations. Arsenal approaches the semi-final with its own ambitions firmly in place. The Gunners are eager to add trophies and are widely regarded as favorites across competitions this season, largely due to their impressive squad depth. When they play, opponents often struggle to contain the quality available, not only in the starting 11, but also among those introduced from the bench. This depth has allowed Arsenal to maintain a consistently high level, placing pressure on opposing managers to find solutions across the full 90 minutes. Chelsea is well aware that even a strong performance can be undermined by the range of options available to their rivals, which raises the challenge further. Even so, Chelsea still boasts a large squad filled with exciting talent. While fitness decisions may be required close to kickoff, there is confidence that a competitive side will be fielded, ensuring the semi-final remains a compelling contest between two ambitious clubs. Will Mykhailo Mudryk ever play for Chelsea again? Suspended Blues winger fighting for his career 3 years on from Arsenal transfer snub. Some 13 months on from a devastating provisional doping suspension and close to 14 months since his last appearance for the club, Mykhailo Mudryk is Chelsea's forgotten man. An upcoming anniversary, however, brings his troubles back into sharp focus. January 15th will mark 3 years from the day as Chelsea completed the signing of then-coveted young winger from Shakhtar Donetsk, but he will find little reason for celebration. It was considered seismic when the Blues landed Mudryk for an initial £61 million, $82 million, potentially rising to £89 million, $109 million, amid their unprecedented splurge in the 2023 winter window. That sum was extraordinarily high for a player who had such limited senior experience, but Mudryk was widely considered to have extraordinary talent, having lit up the Champions League and Ukrainian top flight. Chelsea famously saw off interest from London rivals Arsenal to get the deal over the line, in what developed into a dramatic transfer saga, and they will line up against the Gunners on Wednesday in the Carabao Cup semi-finals, ahead of the anniversary of Mudryk's arrival. No one could have predicted how his time at Stamford Bridge has unfolded, but 36 months on, Arsenal and Mikel Arteta will undoubtedly be very glad to have been denied in their quest to sign the Ukrainian, who has endured significant troubles on and, most importantly, off the pitch. Mudryk was poached from under Arsenal's noses 3 years ago, much to the irritation of a demanding fan base, but the North Londoners will now consider that a sliding doors moment, as a bullet was dodged. The young wide man had flirted with a move to the Emerald Stadium for some time on social media, with Arsenal first contacting him around October 2022, but was forced to settle for a switch to Stamford Bridge when the Gunners refused to match the structure of their rival's bid for the 23-year-old, a decision that left him devastated, according to The Athletic. Mudryk arrived at Chelsea amid the chaos of their 2022-2023 campaign, as the club rattled through 3 head coaches and saw their season unravel under the combination of Graham Potter and interim Frank Lampard, culminating in a humiliating 12th place finish in the Premier League. That was hardly the ideal betting-in period, with the winger not really given the space or minutes to adapt to the rigors of English football. It set the tone for the following season as he continued to struggle for form and consistency under Mauricio Pochettino, and that trend dragged into 2024-2025 with Enzo Maresca in charge, until things went from bad to worse. It is now more than a year since Mudryk was handed a provisional suspension by the Football Association after a failed drugs test while on international duty with Ukraine in November 2024. The then 23-year-old had tested positive for the banned substance melatonin, which is normally used to treat heart conditions but can boost endurance and recovery for athletes. Ex-tennis champion Maria Sharapova was banned for 2 years after testing positive for the same substance in 2016, before her punishment was reduced on appeal to the Court of Arbitration for Sport. It was reported at the time that Mudryk was citing contamination while abroad because melatonin is not available in the UK, and he said in a statement after learning of his suspension in December 2024 that he had never knowingly consumed any banned substances or broken any rules. "This has come as a complete shock," he wrote. "I have never knowingly used any banned substances or broken any rules, and am working closely with my team to investigate how this could have happened." It is claimed that Mudryk has passed an unverified lie detector test, which backed up his claims. However, after months on the sidelines,